Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. So it's a part part three questions, and our day is it's a fourth day, and we will discuss part three question here. Exam. We have given 4 to 5 minutes for answer all these questions, and examiner will be asking us would be asked 5 to 6 questions from uh, dedicated topic. Ma'am, kindly give you the overview
Okay, sir, I will. So, first
because
of
I
all,
have
it's the
not.
last. Okay, no problem. So, in this part, we will be given 4 to 5 minutes to answer the questions. And obviously, the answers won't be visible to us. But, like in part one, the examiner would ask the questions orally and we have to answer. But the difference here is in that in part one we have to speak to the point and for only uh, less than a minute. And obviously, in one or two sentences, the answers would be delivered in part one. But in part three, we have to deliver the answers in a lengthy way. And we should approximately consume 1 or 1.5 minutes to answer each question. There would be approximately 5 to 6 questions which the examiner would ask one by one, and we have to address them and answer them accurately. And the answer should be to the point, but yeah, I mean that we should answer, our answer should be relative to the question he asked. So the common topics can be advertising and any kind of this, but yeah, the questions are typically related to part two. Like if in part two he asks you about any kind of journey or any kind of tour you had, so in part three the questions could be like, do you think people should go to a tour every year or twice a year? So yeah, the part three questions are typically like the one we haven't thought about in ordinary routine. So we may need to form an opinion, and the thing that the examiner would be assessing in this part would be that do we have the capability to make up an opinion on a random topic. So yeah, the questions won't be the one we usually used to think about, but we have to answer them and we have to make an opinion. Obviously, the examiner won't be judging us on our opinion, but yeah, he would be judging that do are we capable of making an opinion. The opinion can be whatever it would be in a positive way or in a negative way. That's totally upon us. But the thing that matters is we should be able to answer the questions and in the meantime. Another problem that we face is that there is not a plenty of time to brainstorm. Like in part two, we have 1 minute to make up our notes and to think about what we are going to say. But unlike in part three, we don't have any time to think about the questions. We have to answer them directly. So, what could be the tactics to just borrow up some time? They could be like we should use some phrases like that's a good question and let me think about it. So yeah, by speaking this in a prolonged way, we can borrow approximately 30 to 20 seconds. That would be enough to think about that. So this could be the first tip, and the second tip could be that we can rephrase the question. Like if the examiner has, "What is your thought about people going on vacations every year?" So you can say, "Do you uh, are you asking for the holidays people usually go on?" Okay, you just paraphrase the questions, and it took about 10 seconds for you to ask the question, and it would take about 20 seconds for the examiner to answer it back. Okay, so that would borrow you 30 seconds, and that would be the time you would be thinking about what you are going to answer. And the third tip is just ask the question, just ask the examiner, can you just repeat your question? I didn't hear that. So yeah, you can ask the examiner to just repeat the question. So that would be helpful too. Is my pace too fast for you to understand? Or is it good?
Ma'am, you talked about everything, every tick and trip. Uh,
Yeah. Sir, can you just stop your screen? I want to share something.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the fourth tip I would like to say, but it won't be a tip, it's a technique or a strategy to answer the questions. So, whatever the question would be, you would be answering in this pattern. Like if the question appears about any vacation, so yeah, you can talk or directly answer the question yeah, I think so. People should go on a vacation every year. Okay, then you would elaborate your answer or give a reason or for your answer. Like you can say that the reason could be like they it's a source of refreshment for them, and it also helps us to be free or take a break from our daily routine works, and it just freshes our mind like that. So yeah, these would be the reasons, and at next you would discuss the example. You That could be any relevant example, like you can say that um, in my family, we used to go for a vacation every year, and that's the time period we all enjoy a lot, and we are all waiting for that period throughout our year. So obviously the examples don't have to be realistic. Like they need to be logical, but not true. Like if you are not going to a vacation, you can just assume that and just say it, because you have to just speak and brought up the ideas. There is no reason uh, for there is no harm in lying. I mentioned that earlier also. So after that, you would be explaining the examples you quoted. Like if you are saying that you and your family went every year to a vacation, you can just add it like we go to the northern areas and we all just enjoy packing the things and going there. It's just a relaxment and that type of stuff. So yeah, just follow the PREE technique, or you can also say it pre. It would be easier to memorize, and you should follow this pattern for answering each question. So yeah, that it would borrow you some time to speak up to 1 minute, and 30 seconds would also be enough. So you have to speak for 30 seconds to a 1 minute of time. So make sure your answers are that much lengthened, and this could be a technique that would help you to just speak for a lengthy time. So is there any question, or shall we begin our practice session? I would highly encourage your feedbacks.
No, ma'am. And
O-
just start the practice session.
Okay.
And please share these notes with on the channel Slack channel.
Yeah, sir, that would be shared in the spreadsheet that is pinned on the Slack channel.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I may stop my screen. And I mentioned it earlier that the questions won't be visible to us. Like in the cue card, we are given a paper on which the question is written, but in the part three or part one, the questions won't be visible to us. So yeah, the examiner will obviously ask them one by one, and we have to answer them likely. Listening part. Okay. Sir, this session is specifically for writing and speaking module. So listening, there are other sessions going on which are related to arts, and that those sessions would cover all of the four modules. Okay, thank you. So who is going to participate first and would be answering the questions?
Me, Talha Abid.
Okay, sure, sir. Let me just open the website. And yeah, I wanted to say something more, that the questions which would be there would be related to a single topic. Like if he or she decides to ask about art, so all the questions would be related to art. Let me just show you. 1 minute, sir. Okay, like this. If the topic is about art, but in our scenario, the example I quoted, the question is about uh, tour or any. It won't be here, I think so. Yeah, travel. So the questions could be like, why do some people prefer to travel rather than in their own country? So yeah, this is not also related to the example I quoted, but yeah, just take it reference. So the question, all of the five questions would be related to a single topic, like why do you think traveling to other country can change the way people think? So yeah, you can say the questions would be indirect, but you have to answer them appropriately. Okay. So I would not be sharing my screen to make it a real time exam. Okay, sir Talha, are you
Okay,
ready?
ma'am. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So is punctuality important in your country?
Yes, punctuality is very important in my country because I live in Pakistan and it is a underdeveloped country. So punctuality is the major is the major building block of success. You can see every developed country has people who are punctual in their daily routine. So yeah, punctuality is very important for in my
Okay.
country.
Uh, do you think being on time is more important now than in the past?
Yeah, definitely. Being on time is more important than now in the past because now the competition is very uh, is going crazy and every day is every day is you know every day brings some new technology with itself and yeah, so if somebody is not punctual, he will miss, uh, you know he will fall behind.
Okay. So how do people make sure they are on time for an appointment?
Ma'am, can you repeat this question again?
How do people make sure they are on time for an appointment?
Yeah, people make sure by uh, preparing themselves for the appointment. If for example, if I have to visit my friend or if I have an appointment with a doctor, I would, I would travel 10 minutes before uh, from my home so that I reach there on time.
Okay. So, is it easy to control one's time?
Yes, it is. It is. No, actually, it is not easy to control one's time, but it is also not impossible. Yeah, if someone wants to control their time, they can just, schedule their daily tasks that they need to do, and they can just write down the task on a paper alongside with the time they have to do that work. So yeah, in this way they can control their time.
Okay. So, what is the main reason people run out of time?
Yeah, the main reason people run out of time is by not managing their time, like I just said, not scheduling their tasks alongside their time. So yeah, that's the main reason.
Okay, sir. That's all from my side. And that was a pretty good response from your side, too. But yeah, the second question I asked you was not directly answered. That's the thing you lacked. The question was, do you think being on time is more important now than in the future? So, sorry, than in the past. You just didn't address it properly. So, but yeah, your ideas were great. You were able to deliver them, but you were just stopping in between. So yeah, we have to fill that gap, and have not. We cannot just pause for more than 1 or 2 seconds. That would be a bad impression. So, and the one thing I liked the most about your responses were that you concluded your responses at the end. Like you just paraphrase your introductory line sentence at the end and make it a conclusion. Like, punctuality is the most important. You just paraphrase the first line at the end. That's a good impression because it makes a sense of a conclusion, you can say. But yeah, you can also add examples in your responses that was lacking. To Because if you add examples, yeah, you added example in one of your response for appointment. You said that for a friend, for meeting a friend or went to a doctor. So yeah, that was great. But yeah, if you add examples in other questions too, that would lengthen them.
Sure, ma'am. Thanks for your response.
Yes, sir. I am totally confident that you would do much greater than this.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah. So who else is willing? So who else is willing? Just raise your hand or come forward. Okay. Two are willing. Okay, ma'am, Hina, we would go with you first.
Okay.
Are you ready, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. This is your question. What are popular toys for your children in your country?
This is a very interesting question. Nowadays, there's not really a big trend of toys for children since most of the kids are into video games or online games. They like to play with their friends online. However, if I talk about the time when I was young, I loved playing with since I'm a girl, so I love playing with doll houses, and even I liked those. doll houses and kitchen sets. These were the toys that I played a lot with.
That's great. So, do you think boys and girls like the same toys?
No, I don't think they like the same toys since the interests of both the genders differ a lot. Girls are more into decorating or arts like and stuff like that. However, there are some exception cases, whereas boys are more into like if they're small, then they're into playing with toy cars, or they're mostly into video games that are related to racing or even fighting.
Yes, you are right. So, do you think it's okay for children to spend a lot of time playing games on their devices?
I don't. I think excess of anything is bad. Necessarily games don't really ruin your children's behavior or really don't affect them badly. However, if they spend a lot of time playing games, then this can have a negative impact on their routine and their overall lifestyle. For example, this may affect their school life, or they won't be that much interested in studying. Moreover, if they're are spending most of their day in front of the screen, then they won't go and indulge themselves in outdoor activities, which can, in fact, impact their physical health as well.
Okay. So, do you think games and toys are educational for children?
Yes, I do think that they can be educational for children. We can use anything to teach children. We can, for example, there are multiple games that have a storyline into them, and there are lessons at the end of those games. So that would teach our children a lot of lessons that standard or traditional form of media cannot teach them. And plus the children will be more attracted to learning those ideas. So yes, the toys and video games can be made educational if for children.
Okay. So, what benefits can children gain from playing games with other children?
I think there are a lot of benefits that children may gain from doing this. For example, traditionally, when a few years back, we used to interact with other children by playing with them in parks. However, times have changed, and now children are more into playing video games, and they do so while being connected with other children. Like they do group games, and they talk and communicate with one another. So I think this can help their communication skill a lot.
Great, ma'am. That's all from my side. Okay, ma'am, your responses were great and you directly answered the questions. The last question you answered, I was just thinking that you just went out of the way from the question, but yeah, you really addressed that well and you just linked it with the question. The question was, um, what benefits can children gain from playing games with other children? So yeah, you first said that we used to play like that, and now in this era, the children are playing more on the devices. But yeah, you just related that they can still be get in touch with other children on in the online games as well. So yeah, your responses have a variety, and also your fluency is great, as we all know. Best of luck for your mock interview or the real time exam.
Thank you. Thank you for
Okay,
the feedback.
thank you. Thank you for your participation, I would say, because only a few of us are willing to participate.
Yes, actually, I've personally experienced that my fluency has improved a lot when I participated. Like, I think 1 month back when I did my first speaking session, it was so bad. because I was using filler words like and my speed was very fast. But because of participating in these sessions, this has improved a lot. So I would suggest this to everyone that they should come up because this really helps.
Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right, because if we have the confidence to speak in some number of people, so yeah, we just gain confidence and we are fluent, and our fluency also increases.
Yes, exactly.
Ma'am Hina, was your influency like me past month or worse than me?
It was like this. I actually was speaking very fast, so that is why मतलब जो मेरा problem था, that was a bit with the fact that I was speaking very fast or I was running out of ideas. But like I think you see आप बहुत जल्दी मुझसे ज़्यादा improve कर लेंगे because your fluency is already good and
चलिए
speed as well.
इंशाल्लाह.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I would say that you are only facing a problem with just conveying your ideas. You have a good fluency, but you just stop and you don't know what to speak next. So your speed is also great. That's a average speed we should have adopted. So yeah, sir, you should focus on your ideas only. I would say that you should train your brain to just brainstorm every idea in under a pressure or under any kind of minutes or any kind of time. Uh,
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
okay. Yeah. Yes, Muhammad Arshid.
जी पूछे, मैं रेडी हूँ.
Okay. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yes, sir. What makes a good student?
In my opinion, a student, a good student is who, uh, uh, in my opinion, a student is who. Wait.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, a good student who listen to a good student is who listen his teacher. A good student is who punctual about discipline. A good student is who are good in communication, sports, and everything. So, in my opinion, these qualities make a good student.
Okay, sir. Your next question is what role should the teacher have in the classroom?
The main role of kindly repeat question.
What role should the teacher have in the classroom?
Teacher has the main role in classroom. If the teacher is good, whole class will obey his speaking and obey his rules. If the teacher is bad, if the teacher is bad, uh, they make student uh, very evil kind of. So the role of teacher in our society is can will be good.
Okay, sir. How has teaching changed in your year? Sorry. How has teaching changed in your country in the last few decades?
teaching has been changed in my country since last decade, because from my personal experience, when we were student in class, that we obey, uh, uh, we teaching. Ma'am, kindly repeat question.
The question is, has the teaching changed in your country? Like the method of teachers to teach the students or the teaching strategies?
In my country, the teaching method had evolved than last decade, uh, because now teachers are doing things very innovative than the last decade. In this era, teacher follow the rules of international universities, and they focused on that things.
Okay, sir. You really tried very well, and I would really appreciate your efforts. Yeah, I would appreciate that you have the ideas in your head. You were just having a problem with fluency, and that's pretty normal. And I'm really impressed that you have such ideas and you address the questions well. Like you said that innovative ideas, nowadays teachers are innovative. So that was a good point. And yeah, one thing I would like to say is, if you didn't understood the question, just ask the examiner at the start. That gives a really bad impression when you just start speaking and in the mid of your speaking you just ask the examiner to just repeat the question. Okay, so just if you haven't understood the question, ask first at the first chance. Okay, don't after speaking for a 1 or half minute, you can't ask the examiner to repeat the question.
Okay, I will again test. I will give again test in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Sure, you can. Yes, sir, Abubakar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In a chat, I want to address a question of one student, and his name is Tamur. He wrote, I have the same problem. I cannot generate ideas in my mind very quickly. So I think, sir, it is very easy to understand what is the problem. Actually, what is the problem? For example, if anyone say to us, I cannot drive at 100 speed, and my simple question is that, can you drive with the minimum speed? And after that, the person said, I don't know driving. So what is the actually problem? Actually problem is you are not continuously speaking with anyone. So when you speak, you cannot generate an idea in your mind. At the starting you feel you cannot generate idea, but when you continuously practice, and I also give a one more tip, if at the starting you generate idea in a Urdu and then repeat and paraphrase that idea in a English, so it will actually help you. After 1 week you actually feel some ideas are also coming in your mind in a English, so this will help you. And if you will not speak continuously, so you will feel the same problem. What's happen? Try to speak. So this is the main way you can improve it.
Yes, sir. Your suggestion is really good, but if still it isn't, but still if it isn't addressed, you can just have a look at some sample questions which are solved, like or you can give these questions to chat gpt and ask him or her whatever you can say to
Can I add something?
yes sir.
इनको कहें कि आप ना यूट्यूब पे ना एक ना आइल्स एडवांटेज से नाम से वो है, तो वो एक अच्छा गाइड करते हैं। तो वो स्पीकिंग ज़्यादा क्लासेस वही लेते हैं, तो वो उससे मुझे काफ़ी आइडियाज़ में हेल्प हुई थी। तो एक वो अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म।
यस सर, ऑब्वियसली जब आप किसी दूसरे का रिस्पॉन्स सुनते हैं या फिर किसी और का आंसर पढ़ते हैं तो उससे भी काफ़ी हेल्प आउट हो जाता है हमें। तो हमें आइडिया हो जाता है कि हाँ, यहाँ पर मैं ये चीज़ ऐड कर सकता था या कर सकती थी।
तो मैम वाज माई फ्लुएंसी
But ma'am, the major problem is that when students start speaking, they they speak like English people. So at the beginning they will feel problem. Still they feel problem if they take a lecture from 100 people from 100 different sources. I think they face the same problem. The actual way is that to start speaking. So after 1 2 week they easily understand your what is the actual problem.
Yes sir, you are
I actually
absolutely.
want to add to this. Someone gave this feedback to me in a session, and they said that for idea generation, what you can do is just pick any random object in your like surrounding you, and then start speaking on it for 1 to 2 minutes. So this
Yes.
will like train your brain to like उसी टाइम पे जब आप सोचना स्टार्ट करोगे तो वो आपकी ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग में हेल्प करेगा. सो यू कैन ऑल्सो ट्राई दिस टेक्निक, एंड इफ दैट हेल्प्स यू सो दैट वुड बी ग्रेट.
Yeah ma'am, it's totally a good idea.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for such amazing tips. I would be using them, inshallah.
Yes, because when we are idle and we are just doing something random, like for me, if I am washing dishes, so I would adopt this trick to like just generate ideas in my mind or to talk about some random topic in my mind. And yeah, that helps me improve my fluency. And I would generally just speak while I am washing the dishes because I am alone at that time. So yeah, I would practice at that time. So just utilize whatever time you find free. So this was an example, and yeah, we can also talk about random things around us. So okay,
was my fluency good or not?
yes, sir, your fluency was good. You were just having pauses. That was the issue. Okay, sir. There's no problem with your fluency. And yeah, if I'm speaking too fluently, so there's a lot of practice and a lot of time which I gave to speaking. So yeah, sir. As Sir Ali Raza said, that if you want to speak like a fluent Englishman in the first place, so that won't be possible. You first have to takes smaller steps and just gradually improve your speaking.
Try again, please.
Uh, I didn't get your point, sir. Will you repeat it?
मैं कह रहा हूँ try again question.
Okay, you want a second try
Yes,
right now?
yes.
Okay. First, let's Sir Bubakar give a chance because he rose his hand first.
Okay,
Then we
okay.
would come towards you. Okay, sir?
Give him,
No, ma'am,
give
no
him, give
issue,
him.
no issue. Just ask Muhammad Arshad Sahab, and no issue, ma'am.
Okay.
उन्होंने अगर उन्होंने हाथ उठाया तो आप उनको दे
Ma'am,
दें आप.
they
Okay.
need to practice, ma'am. Kindly
Ye-
ask him. It
Okay.
would be good.
Okay, Sir Arshad. This is your question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is is family important in your country?
Uh, yes, family is very important. Important in my country because every one need family. Everybody needs family for peace of mind. If there is no family in everybody's life, they will depress. And family is a very motivational factor if a man want to. Uh, uh, Achieve something in their life. So family is very important in everyone's life.
That was a great response, sir. And how do you think the family will change in the future?
In future, family will be changed because family will, in my opinion, family will change in future because because नहीं मैं I don't मैं इस आंसर नहीं दे सकता kindly आगे पूछो.
Okay, how the size of the family changed in the last few decades in your country?
The size of family has changed in last decades because in previous decades family families were very larger but in this decades family are more less the size of family has changed since last decade.
Okay, so what role do grandparents play in the family in your country?
The grandparents play an important role in family because they had so much experience about life that gave to their grandkid. So he will understand how societies work. So the grand parents of the role of grandparents is very important in today's societies. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think should be the what do you sorry, who do you think would be responsible for the care of the elderly? The family or the government?
Ask again.
It means the people who are old, like our grandparents, who should be responsible for taking care of them? Should it be our family or the government should take care of them?
In my opinion, family should take care their parents because when they were nothing, they were nothing. They grow them very well. So if they are in lower stage, so they families should took could their took they could took after look took after their grandparents.
Okay, sir. I can clearly see a difference between your previous response and this one. Greatly, sir. I think so. You can do a lot much better, even better than me. I think so.
मैं
So yeah.
मैं मैं आपको ये सिर्फ बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने अभी तक सिर्फ 3 से तो मैं भी इधर तैयारी कर रहा हूँ एकेडमी में ना. तो
Okay.
मैंने सिर्फ वहाँ पहली बार जो मैंने स्पीकिंग दिया तो आई वाज डल. तो फिर जब मैं नेक्स्ट डे मैंने चैट जीपीटी से हेल्प ली, मतलब 30 मिनट मैंने उसके साथ बातें की, फिर मैंने थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस फील किया अपने आप से. फिर उस दिन मैंने बहुत अच्छा प्रिपेयर किया था अपने आप को. ये मेरी तीसरी या चौथी क्लास है तो मैं मतलब दिन ब दिन इंशाल्लाह हो जाएगी सारी clear.
जी सर, बिल्कुल। क्योंकि
मेरा
आप देख। जी सर, आप बोले।
मेरा सबको यही एक मशवरा है कि चैट जीपीटी से आप जितनी हो सके बातें करें, वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं क्वेश्चन ले जाएगा. 30-40 मिनट या 50 मिनट आप बात करें, यू विल फील वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट.
यस सर, क्योंकि जब आप एक दफ़ा बोलना शुरू हो जाते हैं ना, एक दफ़ा आप ट्रैक के ऊपर चढ़ जाते हैं, तो फिर आप अगर देखें, अगर आपने प्रैक्टिस की है पूरा दिन, तो अगले दिन ऑब्वियसली यू वुड फील कॉन्फिडेंट, क्योंकि आपने बहुत ज़्यादा देर आपने बोल लिया है और अगले दिन जब आप बोलेंगे, सो यू वुड बी अ लॉट मच फ्लुएंट, बिकॉज फ्लुएंसी only increases by practice, we can say that. So yeah, sir, you have practiced this much. So yeah, you should practice more and more to just overcome this issue.
मैम, विल आई गिव अनदर टेस्ट आफ्टर अबू बकर सर?
Yes, sir, if we have time, because we are.
मैम,
ओके
Yes,
ओके
sir.
ओके.
I want to suggest something to सर अरशद साहब.
Yes.
सर आप ना अपनी वॉइस नोट किया करें व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर. इंग्लिश में बात करके ना, 2 से 3 मिनट का वॉइस नोट हो आप, ठीक है, उसको बाद में सुना करें, ठीक है। तो उसको दे सुना करें कि मैंने क्या मिस्टेक की है, मेरी इसमें मिस्टेक क्या थी, फिर दोबारा आप एक दफा वॉइस नोट किया करें, अपने आप को किया करें वॉइस नोट ना। तो सर
ये ये
ये
वाकई बड़ा
बहुत
अच्छा
हेल्पफुल है।
अच्छा आइडिया। मैं ना एक ना वैसे ये वाकई बहुत अच्छा आइडिया। ये एक वैसे डील है, अगर वो स्लैक पे अगर सेंड हो सकेगी तो मैं लाजमी करूँगा। उसमें भी यही एक मेथड है, तो काइंडली
Ma'am,
सब
I
देख
think
लीजिएगा।
you should give a chance to another student because we have a very few minutes left.
और ठीक है, अगर
Yes,
नहीं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ अगर कोई नहीं है तो मैं रुक जाता हूँ, कोई इशू नहीं।
yes, sir.
तो
We should.
इंशाल्लाह कल चले, इंशाल्लाह हमारा मॉक टेस्ट होगा, तो उसमें आपको लाजमी पार्टिसिपेट करना होगा।
जी।
जी
Yes,
सर।
sir.
ना हाँ ठीक है, आई विल। मतलब अभी अभी आप अबू बकर साहब का टेस्ट लेना आप उनका।
Okay.
जी जी।
Okay,
जी
okay,
जी।
sir. Yes, sir. Are you ready?
यस मैम, आई एम रेडी।
Okay. How can people improve their health?
People can improve their health by change their routines and doing some exercises, and this will help them a lot. And some people want to play cricket and the sports, something sports, and this really very effective, and this will improve their mental health and like as physically health. So the sports would be better to achieve to healthy, to stay healthy.
Okay. So, do you think all illness can be prevented?
Uh, yes, all illness can be prevented by taking proper medication, and the other thing you can take you can take yourself regulate, and uh, yes, all the things, all the illness can be properly medicated.
Okay.
Curing.
So, uh, do you think there will be less illness in the future?
Sorry, ma'am, kindly repeat the question.
Do you think there will be less illness in the future?
Uh,
The rate of illness or health issues would be
okay,
less.
okay, okay. Yeah, no, the issue with the illness in the future will be grow according to the our population, country population, because uh, according to the growing in the technology and these health issues which may arise during these days because of pollution.
Okay. So, do you think healthcare should be free?
Yeah, healthcare should be free by the government, or the government subsidize some health department to make sure that every person would take the medicine, because reg- would take the medicine regularly without any gap. So I think it should be very helpful to make it free.
Okay. So, what makes a good doctor?
What makes a good doctor? Sorry, ma'am, I didn't understand your question.
What are the qualities in a doctor that is too good?
The doctors should be very uh, hospitable, and the doctors should be very hospitable, and they should be. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Continue it.
Okay. Ma'am, kindly repeat the question, and I will answer it.
What makes a good doctor?
Uh, healthy. Sorry, ma'am, I am lacking of ideas.
Okay, no problem. So, do elderly people do much exercise in your country?
Yeah, in my country, elderly people do much exercises more than the younger because they need to take care of himself according to the age because so they need they do exercise very well.
Okay, that's all, sir. Your responses are very much improved from yesterday, and you were fluent, and the
Yes.
first response was very good. And the thing that you are not using that filler words like and you didn't pause. And if you pause, you didn't make any sound like so that's a good impression too. So yeah, if you need a
Yeah, ma'am.
pause, just pause. Just don't make such noises that seems like you are not pretty good or not too much fluent to just speak up. So yeah, sir, it's great. Just
It will be
continue
improved
practicing.
in
Yeah,
it will be
yeah.
improved by time.
Yes, sir, it would improve. And we all just need practice. And yeah, we have the ideas. I always say that we know the ideas, we know the answer to the questions. We are just not capable to deliver the ideas. So yeah, we should focus on delivering the ideas and obviously on the generation of ideas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
लेक्चर एंड करें मैम टाइम
yes,
क्लोज
yes.
हो
Is there any question? So we would take it or else we would end it, the session. Okay, so we shall meet tomorrow, and tomorrow would be the day for the mock test of speaking module. So we would be asking every part to a single person. Like if I am willing to answer, so I would have to answer part one, part two, and part three questions consecutively. Okay, so just be prepared and just prepare yourself and practice at home, and this would be the test you should take.
Ma'am,
So,
I would like to add some point for beginner. Please work for improvement rather than perfection. When and I realize when anyone start practice, they want perfection. So if you struggle for perfection, so you cannot improve your actual speaking.